Hey, you! Have you subscribed yet? Subscribe! Subscribe! Subscribe!
Hey everyone, welcome back to Unrelated Minds.
Hello.
Hi.
As you can see, Asil abandoned us. Me and Asil are currently on a break. We're going through tough times, but the podcast must go on.
Yeah, but it does seem like he's living his best life.
He seems to be doing better than I am.
Yes. 100%.
But anyways, you can see we got a returning guest.
I'm back.
Yeah, and we have a new guest who we'll introduce shortly. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Welcome back. And before we start, as you may have noticed, we have shirts out now. Mara's wearing the black one, and the spot where Asil should be at is the pink one. They're very limited quantity, so make sure to go get yours now. Anyways, I'm Esri,
I'm Mara.
and today, as you can see, or if you're not on YouTube, go check it on YouTube so you can see the shirts.
Yes.
Sorry, but anyways, as you can see, we have a new guest, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hamsi, and I'm excited to be here, to be honest. It's like something amazing, I think.
Aww.
Dang. I forget there's people that actually like this podcast.
Dude, your confidence is like on the floor.
It is. I'm like, it's the same 3 people every week. Okay, sorry. But anyways, is there anything else you wanted to mention?
I don't know. Like about something personal. Like I'm studying like a BSU.
Oh,
What are you studying for?
I don't know if I want to say too loud because, you know, sometimes things change.
Yeah.
But
okay.
like right now, study criminal justice
Oh, okay.
and counting.
Oh, okay.
So
That's nice.
Dang, that's exciting.
That's
yeah,
nice.
it's gonna take a long
Yeah.
time. I'm like, no way.
That's why you're like, oh, you don't
I'm
know.
like, yeah, like, should I just leave it? Like, I'm tired.
Oh no.
All right. But anyways, you recently moved here to the U.S.,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, from Mexico. Yeah.
From Mexico.
Mhm.
So I imagine that you've seen a lot of like different things, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of things that maybe like shock to you. What is it? Cultural shock?
Culture shock.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Is there anything like off the top of your head?
Like maybe the first thing you noticed when
your
you
first
came.
impressions.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you my story about them.
Okay.
So when I moved it was so like hard because it's like a long story, but it was first my dad moves here first to find a job, right?
Mhm.
So he moved first, and then my mom moves with him, and then they talk about like, well, we should move to here, you know?
Mhm.
So my mom backs to Mexico, and she bring us to here, but she just tell us like 3 days before we
Oh
leave.
wow.
Yeah, so it was so sad because I was in high school, right?
Yeah.
With my friends. I was just living my life, right? So she was like, I think we're gonna move. Like first she was like talking like, what do you think about United States? Like things like that, you know? And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I don't know, like I like it, I guess, right? So she was like, okay, so we have like 3 days because we're gonna move to there.
Oh my
So we were doing like the paper for school, like, you know, everything for that. So I was like just crying with my friends, like, guys, I'm not gonna see you again. And then, oh my God, it was hard. It was hard to move here. But I think the first thing that I saw different was like the school thing, like the education
Yeah.
things, like
Yeah.
professors, they're like here sweetest
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
than Mexico normally do. But
Wow.
Yeah.
That must have been hard, huh?
it was
Oh my
it's still
gosh.
having hard. Imagine like family too,
Yeah,
like
yeah, I bet.
And how long has it been since you've been here?
3 years,
3
almost
years.
3. Yeah.
Dang. And you were currently like in school
Yeah, I
when
was.
that happened. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I know.
What year would you have been in? In high school?
Yeah, I was high school, but there is actually
'Cause
they
it's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't really know like what grade I was, but it was in high school. But
how many years did you have left to finish high school over there?
It was supposed to be 1 year below. Like they,
You had a year left?
I think it was a year, but when I moved here, there were like 2 years.
Oh.
now.
Oh, okay,
because they were like for you English and for
that's-
things like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know where, but like yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
Imagine like
Oh,
3
no.
days.
No.
Shh,
I
that must
will
be
But
never-
then as
hard.
kids, like, you don't have a say. Because I was going to be like, did they ask you? But I'm like, dude, as kids,
would-
you
yeah.
don't have a
yeah,
say.
it doesn't matter if
Yeah.
they ask.
Yeah, and normally
my-
I was like, okay, do it. Like I'm
Mhm.
okay, but after that, when I was flying, I was like,
Oh, no.
It's
It hit you.
happening.
yeah, I was
yeah.
like, no way, what's going on? Like, yeah, I just realized that like you're not gonna see your friends anymore, like your family. Like
Yeah.
it was hard. It was like hard, but
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm enjoy here too. I like here. Yeah.
And from what I can hear, you've picked up pretty good on the language in the 3 years you've been here.
Yeah, it was hard because also it was like COVID. So
Oh,
all the
yeah,
classes
yeah,
were
that's
online.
true.
So it was hard for me to learn English, right?
And then, like, practice your
yeah,
English.
because I was just hearing, and sometimes I would like just online, and I was just eating, and I was watching TV. Like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even care what they say because I don't understand.
Yeah.
So I didn't put a lot of tensions on that. So I was like whatever. But it was hard because when I back like in person, it was so difficult, like to make friends. Like
Yeah,
it was so hard. So I was just looking for Mexican people.
Yeah. Because it's what you know. And then
Yeah,
it's easier.
Yeah, but I think I'm still learning. So
Yeah.
it's
Oh my gosh.
it's something hard. Mhm.
Oh yeah, I bet. And then that's true with COVID, huh? It must have been even harder
Mhm.
to learn because wow, bad timing, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Do you still keep in touch with some of the friends you have over there?
Yeah, but not that much, right? Like the first, like I can say, like months, we were like doing like FaceTime, like texting each other. Now it's like actually some of them they moved to USA for me. Like,
Oh,
you
okay.
inspired me. Like I was moving for you, like because I saw you and things like that. And I was like, like that's sweet, right? But at the
okay.
same time, it's like, well, now you choose, like you take a decision what you want. I didn't, right? So it was something that I appreciate that, but just if you like it, that's good, right? Like do what you want. But some of them I do. Some of those are like, no, not much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of understand it because like I move every 3 years basically,
Yeah.
but I'm that type of person where if I don't see you, that's where it
Adios.
ends.
Yeah, it's
that's
like
where it
out
ends.
of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
And I can imagine how difficult that must be, that it's like you make really good friends in one place, but then you move
Mhm.
and like it's hard to keep in touch with people like that.
Yeah.
And you kind of just drift away.
Yeah.
That's sad.
The previous place I was at, I feel like that was the hardest one on me simply because I was older
Yeah.
and the relationships you make,
They're stronger.
they're stronger. You understand them more. Like
Yeah.
when I was between the ages of 10, 16, I
Like
was
you're a
like,
kid. It's
"Yeah."
what yeah.
I thought, that's cool. We're going to another place. We're going to go see new things and stuff
Yeah,
like that. But yeah, the previous place where I was at, it was the toughest one for sure.
Yeah.
Still didn't cry though.
Not to make this about you, but do you think this time will be harder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, ni te vas a ir, bro.
I'm not gonna leave. No, you think I'm my husband?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're on a break.
Well, he leave you.
My
Ya te
ex-husband.
dejó. Ya te
Yeah,
dejó.
actually, he left me. No,
Dang.
but yeah, I'm staying.
Ya vi tus intenciones. No, I was gonna ask you, so do you ever think about eventually moving back to Mexico?
Actually, our plans were to finish high school to learn just English. Like it was the goal. That's it. That was just to learn English because for my career, that it was like because I want to be a lawyer, right? So they were saying like, oh, if you're bilingual, like
Yeah,
you
it's
can
better.
So I was like, okay. So I was just maybe thinking about that. And then in Mexico, like the schools for learning English, they're not really good. So it was like, okay, so I'm gonna move here. But actually, when I applied to the college, I didn't know that I was applying.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's a fun story too.
Oh my god.
Because it was with my friend, so she was like, "Oh, just fill these papers." oh my God. So I applied to Harvard. I applied to the highest ones, you know?
Yeah.
And the last was like, which one is close to my house, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, BSU,
Yeah.
right? So I applied for that one, but I didn't know. I don't know why, but anyway, so
That's so
I'm
cool.
so dumb.
though.
Anyway, so
Apparently not.
and then after that I just received like the congratulations, you're being accepted to BSU.
You're like, what?
I was like, when apply it? Like, I don't remember it. So when I was talking with my friend, she was like, oh my God, yeah, we do together. And I was like, oh, wow.
Oh, that's what we were doing.
That's a good friend right there.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my God, okay. And then it was a plan that because like it's expensive, college is expensive. And then it was like in Mexico, some of them are like free. So we were like, okay, should I back to Mexico?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I need to do now. But after that I apply, thanks to God, now I'm gonna stay here. But
But you were planning on like moving back like by yourself?
it was first by myself. But after that I was like, no, if you move, like everyone's gonna move with you, right?
Oh,
Because my mom is like really with us, like really love it.
that's
And
nice.
she likes to be all together. And then she was like, yeah, if you move, we're gonna move. But after, when I apply and I've been accepted, I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna try it if I can. If it's too hard, like I'm just gonna back to Mexico because I know the English that I needed. It's like hard because like you need to have like a high for me to understand of the classes or things, you know, because it's for your career. So it's need to be important. But I think I like here now. Maybe I would like to back, but just to visit. Like,
oh wow.
to see my friends.
Yeah.
So you feel like you've adjusted pretty well here?
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
good.
I would like to move another country, but
To another country? Dang, I mean, girl, might as well.
but I'm like, no, just wait. I don't have enough money. Or
To have more of a notice than three days.
yeah, right? I know. I need to plan in that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think I want to ask you about like on a what is it, like simpler note, I guess, like about the food, like the difference in that,
Yeah.
and what you think, like, because I know when people think of like American food, it's like fast food and all of that. Like, have you noticed?
Yeah, a lot. Like for the place that I work, it's like American Mexican food. But it's no Mexican.
Yeah.
Right? So like the only thing that I have like the tacos or quesadillas, right? But it's something that it's different too. Like taste different, like how they make it's different because it's here what they have, right? And it was so weird that I saw when they make tacos they put cheese on it, right? And they're like, I don't know, there's so weird ways to make Mexican food. But it was weird. It was weird too when I
know.
moved it.
I know I have friends that are, they're like, they'll have taco night and stuff, but it's like the hard shell taco with the ground, like Taco Bell.
I haven't tried those.
I was like,
I haven't.
wait, hold on. The Doritos Locos Tacos, those are good. Okay, I know it's not real Mexican food, but those are
It's
good.
still good food.
It's good food, yeah. But I feel like that's like the lowest tier of like Mexican food. But then there's like Mexican restaurants that will serve like actual Mexican food. Like, how do you feel about those?
I like those.
Yeah.
Like,
You feel like it's pretty authentic?
well, it's not
As
that,
authentic
but-
as it can get here.
Yeah, I mean, the condiments, like they're different too.
Yeah.
Like there, you can't find like all of those here. And
El catsup.
right. But yeah, I think they do like pretty good job.
With the things that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, one I think that I miss is the tortillas. Oh my god! Like, I just miss it.
Oh, that brings me memories of like
Con
being
sal,
in Mexico.
you know?
Yeah, con mi
Oh my
abuelita.
God.
She would send us to the tortilleria. We just walk and she'd have like her little what's it called, like her servilleta, the napkin thing.
Sí, sí, sí.
And we just go and we could see like all the machines and stuff and how they would make it and the smell of it. Whoa, dude.
I know.
I'm
That's one the thing is like I would like to bring those here, you know, but
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool.
The candy too.
The candy.
Yeah, the candy. Everyone.
La tiendita.
I know, right? I was explaining to my friend that he never had been in Mexico. like, oh, the candies and things like that. And he was like, yeah, I know they're so like spicy, right? And I'm like, yeah, but you should try it. And I just bring him like mazapanes, you know, and they were like, okay, I'm gonna be nice with you. You can try this one. The other ones are spicy, so if you want it, but
like they even find like tamarindo spicy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which like I have a really low tolerance for spice, but even like I don't think Mexican candy is spicy though. It's like, or maybe because we grew up with it.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, what would you say is the thing you miss most about Mexico?
I don't know. Like I can say like my friends and family, but more than that, I think the food too.
The food?
Yeah, I'm missing the some food because actually I was using braces when I was there, so I can't eat like the torta ahogada, you know, because it was like hard to eat it. So I stopped eating that for a year, and now like, oh my god, I want a torta ahogada right now, and I'm like, I didn't find it here. Like it's hard to find those or make those because you know the virote is different and things like that. So I'm like, that's one of the biggest things that I really like to eat.
Yeah.
But,
oh man. I'm just thinking about food. I'm
hungry now.
I know all the puestos that they would have in the provincia.
Yeah.
It's like
celotes.
Yeah.
Speaking about sorry. No,
I'm just daydreaming now. What are you saying?
Speaking about food, on a previous episode, you commented something really interesting that you were eating at a taco place. And you guys found out it was dog meat. Oh,
tell us what happened. Tell us your experience, your trauma.
Oh my god,
that sounds traumatic.
Dad, don't kill me, please. Okay. I didn't ask for a permission of this, but anyway. So yeah, it was like, you know, the street things that they sell tacos. So anyways, so they were like outside from the bank. So we went to the bank and it was like this little car selling tacos wherever. So we were like, oh my god, we're so hungry, so we can try those, right? So we get there, it was smelling good, like it wasn't smell that bad. So we were like, yeah, deme tres, no sé qué, blah blah, with everything, you know. Oh my god. And then when we were eating, the inspection comes to the part that it was there. And they were like, you're closed, like clausurado, you know, because your meat is like with dog. But I was like, wait a minute. It was so delicious though. Oh no. They were so good. Like, I don't know. I didn't know they were like dog meat. They were good, like with all the things together. No.
That's what I was going to ask. Did it taste good at least?
Yeah, at least it was good. Like, that I say, it doesn't smell that bad. It wasn't smell that bad. And then, yeah, it was just good. I don't know just why they say it like that. But the dicho, it was like the guy, it was like saying loud, like, come for the dog tacos. But it was like, so that's why he didn't went to the jail, because he was saying the truth.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, come to eat like dog tacos. But we were like thinking that he was just
like a
joke or something like
wow.
that. So yeah. I know, guy.
I've heard stories about that, but I've never met someone actually who went through that.
Well, now you know they're good, so
I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind.
I don't know.
What do you say, Mari? Let's go try dog taco.
No,
you won't even know the difference.
Do it.
Yeah.
Just don't tell me then.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. And then after,
no,
oh my God.
That's no.
What if it was good though?
No, I don't think I can. I don't know, man. I can't.
No.
I would just think of my little dog.
Oh my God.
My little Yorkie.
You have a dog?
Oh, it's my mom. It was Zabdi's. So my mom. It's at my mom's. But
okay.
that was my dog too.
Okay. Yeah.
That dog. That was my ride or die right there. It's my comfort animal.
And then when you're eating the tacos, you're gonna think about...
Oh my God, I would just think of him. Pero ni carne tiene. So that's how I was like,
my dog.
I was like, what kind of dog did they use?
That's true.
Were they breeding dogs, like specific
That's
dogs
true.
for it? Because there's a lot of different kinds of dogs.
I don't know, but like the meat, the only thing that I remember is like it was black. It was like crunchy meat. I don't know, guys. I thought it was like fry meat or something like that.
It'd be interesting to see what type of dog he was using for the meat.
That's the thing I was thinking about. I was like, I wonder what kind of dog they were using.
It's probably a fat one. The fat ones. What the bulldogs? No, the little fat ones. What are they called?
The Frenchies?
I don't know.
The French, like the bulldog? No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't even want to know.
It's just curiosity. And it's like, did they have, like what I was saying, were they breeding dogs?
Yeah, specifically for
that? Wow.
I don't know, but
I'm so sorry.
well, it's okay. I have like a strong stomach now.
Yeah.
So.
After that. Oh my god.
Speaking about that, would you ever get sick when you would go to GDL and like eat at some of the puestos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got sick really badly when I ate a pizza.
Yeah. Where? No, not where. Never mind.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah. You can tell me off camera.
It wasn't the popular one. I don't know if you're thinking of one.
I know one
that everybody like knew about. This one. It wasn't that one. Okay. Not the one that came from the US. You know how they would say, did you ever hear about that? Did you guys ever hear about that? That they would bring the ingredients from the US and then they would make them there?
No, I never heard that.
Yeah, I look at the periodistas. But I went to
I'm gonna go right now.
Yeah. I'm so dumb. Anyways, it was a different one. And do I want to tell you the story?
Go for it. Yeah, go.
Okay, so I went with my cousins and they're like, oh, we're gonna go and try this like pizza place. It's so good. So fuimos and I was eating it. And like the cheese, for me, it's some of the cheese from there. I don't like. I don't know what kind of cheese it is, but it doesn't taste good to me. So, and I feel like I had that kind of cheese on it. And I was like, oh, this is kind of like not that great, but you know, I have manners. So I ate my food. And then later, my cousins were telling me like, oh, you should like stay over at like where we're staying. So I like called my mom. I was like, Mom, like, can I stay with my cousin? I was like, no está bien eso. Like, don't. Dude, I'm putting myself on blast. But I was like, Mom, please, I want to stay with my cousins. Like, I never see them. And she's like, ay, pues, ahí verás tú. Like, basically, it was like, didn't not give me permission. And she's like, you'll see. Like,
you know what is good, what is bad.
Yeah, exactly. That's how my mom has always been. So she was like, no, like, pues tú verás. She's like, ya te dije que no, pero like, you do you. And I was like, okay, then. She gave me permission. Yeah, legit. Oh my God. And I told my cousin, I was like, yeah, I can stay. Dude, I stayed, and all through the night, my stomach was killing me, dude. I was dying. And I was like, oh my God. Like the next morning, I was like, I need to go home. And I got to where we're staying with my mom, and I was like, Mom, my stomach. She's like, ay, niña, pues, ¿qué comiste? Dude, she nunca me lo tiró en cara. Like, she never threw it in my face, but she was just like, what happened? I was just like, I don't know. I think it was the pizza. Dude, I was dying all day. Ya ni les cuento los detalles, but I was dying. Dude, yeah, my uncle, like my aunt and uncle were staying with us, and like some other brothers. And dude, it was so embarrassing because they all were hearing me crying. Ya por poquito, I don't know, porque nunca me llevaron a presentar, but dude, it was horrible. It was like a one-day thing though. And then after, entonces sí, my mom me dijo, she was like, you know, I didn't give you permission. You know, just receive this as like God llamándote la atención.
At least she waited until you felt better.
Dude, yeah. Props to my mom. But I even thought of that when I felt like I was dying. I was like, me está llamando la atención. But anyways, that's my experience with the food. But normally I don't get sick like super often with the food there. I look forward to that menudo, tapozole. Dude,
do you have any experience?
Yeah, I think mine was worse though. Yeah, it was like the last few days that I was staying in Mexico, and we went to El Centro Recreativo. And you know how like all the brothers from different churches do their puestos. We went to a puesto I went with a couple of friends. We ate and I felt good. And I think it was like 2 days later we left. We get back to home here to US, and like I had like a horrible pain in like my stomach, but it was bad. Like even my parents got scared. They're like, what's going on? Because like I usually, when I get sick, I don't make a big fuss about it. Like I just keep going. But sometimes I couldn't even walk.
What the?
They had to take me to the hospital, It was bowels. Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Bowels infection. But it was bad.
Bro, what?
And then they're like, "Where did you eat?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just went with some friends. They told me it was good, so I ate."
Oh my god.
It was good for kill you.
Yeah, it's good. They're trying to kill me. I don't know, but yeah, yours was a 1 day thing. I had to go to the hospital.
Wow, dude, I'm surprised it was 2 days later though.
I know that's the weird thing.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm making it up.
Maybe.
But no,
Maybe it was just in your head.
No, but I remember because it was when we got back.
Mm-hmm.
Like over there, I still felt okay. I mean, and it was an infection, so I guess it did take a while to like infect. The whole area or something. I don't know, but yeah.
You haven't gotten the opposite, like, but here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, here, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh no.
No.
But over there,
Not really.
no, because you're used to it. Huh?
Yeah, well, if I get like tacos de perro.
Wait, did you feel sick afterwards?
No, I think my dad was like really bad, like with the temperature, like
Wow.
fiebre, you know, like.
But
Yeah.
you think it was just him though? Because you guys didn't get sick, so maybe it was just in his head that he got freaked
maybe,
out.
maybe he was like, because oh my god, and also he really get a bunch of food, like he's always eating a lot.
He's like,
so,
"Todos los perros que me comen."
I know, bro. I was like, dog, you get like whole dog. Like,
You ate a whole dog con cola y todo.
Imagine the pelito. Oh,
Oh,
I need to go.
let's move on.
But like we had like Mexican food, we do have a lot of different types of tacos. Like, have you ever had the lengua or like?
Yeah.
Oh, those are
what is
so
it?
good. The lengua, I like those.
I don't think I can get past
I
it.
it's because it never hit me that it's actually tongue.
Yeah.
And then when I realized it's tongue, I'm like,
I
we're
don't like it
eating
anymore.
tongue. What is this?
Mm-mm.
So I wouldn't even try it.
No, yeah.
I might have tried it before and don't remember, but
Yeah.
now
It's good.
it's just the thought of it.
No, yeah. I can't move past the thought
Yeah.
of that.
Actually, I prefer those over the pastor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I don't like the sweet things
Oh.
like on fruit. So those are like sweet.
not sweet?
It's not, well, with the
I don't wanna know.
pineapple thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Like,
Oh no, I was asking.
oh, the
the
lengua?
lengua.
No, they're no sweet. The pastor, they are. Yeah.
I want to move on, but I keep asking questions.
It's
No,
hip-hop.
the what is it? Brain?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They have those are real, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the real
Brain.
Yeah.
The cow, dude. We ate all the cow.
We eat the whole
the
cow.
whole cow.
Also,
Let's put-
also the eye too. You haven't eaten those? It's like the whole eye. Like, oh my
What?
God, no way.
Wow,
They're just like staring at you as you're about
dude. We don't waste. We don't
I
waste.
know, right? We're
animals.
resourceful.
Mhm.
We Mexicans would survive in the zombie
Oh
apocalypse.
yeah, not this Mexican.
No.
We have a whole cow. Toda la semana.
Todo-
1 day tacos de lengua, los ojos, las orejas, everything.
I'm thinking, would I do it if my survival depended on it?
You would. Actually, you said you'd walk into a zombie.
I
so
said
don't
I
know.
would walk into the zombies.
If they give you the option, you can eat lengua or walk into zombies. I bet you walk into
I'll
zombies.
go up to the zombies and be like,
You're crazy, Mare.
I know. What?
There was something I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. Oh, yeah. The language itself. Because Spanish in Mexico is way different from Spanish here.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, it's like there's a big influence of like the diversity of cultures too.
Uh-huh.
So like sometimes it scrambles up and you don't even know what Spanish is.
Can I ask one thing before we get into the Spanish?
Yeah.
What do you think about like in the US, you can see like all the different accents in the US? Like you've noticed that?
I can't. Well, I think I did one time, but it was like this girl. It was like walking, and we were speaking, and her accent was like really different than I was normally like
Used to.
So I was like, I asked her like, "Oh, where are you from?" Because you like sounds different, right?
Yeah.
But I just forgot what she said.
But she was like from the US. Did you think
Yeah.
she was from a different country, or you knew she was probably from the US?
I think it was from the US.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and also she was asking me like, "Oh, I like your accent. Where you're from?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm from Mexico." And
You're like, I'm from here too.
I know, right? Like,
But also Mexico has different accents
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, norteño.
Yeah.
Chileno.
Yeah. Can I ask where specifically you were from?
Jalisco.
From Jalisco? Okay.
Tapatía.
Yeah, that's the Spanish that we're probably most
Yeah. Familiar.
familiar with. Yeah. Thanks. But yeah, we could talk about like the Spanish American.
Yeah. American Spanish.
American
versus
Spanish?
Yeah.
The authentic Spanish or Mexican Spanish.
Do we have an accent when we talk in Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can notice more on you. No, but it's good. I like it because like I don't normally like hear people like with your accent, right? And normally with my family there we're like together and we talk like I think it's same thing. But yeah, I also like from always like it was this girl in my class that she's from I think she was from Salvador. So we were talking, so I was doing like a presentation, so it was in Spanish. So I was like, oh yeah, no manches, things like that. And she was like asking me like, what mean no manches? And I was like, it's like, no way, or something like that. I didn't explain that well. Or like, okay, chido. And she's like, what that means, que chido? And I'm like, just kill me. Like, I don't even know, but it's something cool. It can be like for good or bad, you know? I was trying to explain her.
You're like, it depends on the context.
It was like I was dying about that. I was like, oh my god.
That's true, huh? Depending on how you say, in what context you say the word in Spanish, it can have like the same word can have like 10 different meanings. That's so cool. Yeah. That's why English is lame.
No,
I was like trying to think of something. I was like, I wonder if in English we can do that.
No.
Not as much as in Spanish. I feel like there's a lot of phrases that you can use in different ways.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Also, when I was like, something that it was so funny, it was when my mom was calling me, right? So I picked up the phone and I was like, bueno, ¿qué pasó? You know? And it was with my friends. And after that, they were like asking me like, do you ask your mom good? And I was like, good? What you mean? I didn't get that, right? And they were like, yeah, when you like answering the phone, you say bueno. And I was like, well, that means hello, kinda. And they were like, wait, I'm so confused. Does it mean like good? And I was like, just don't ask me that because I don't even know.
Like, I can't explain it.
I know. Oh my god, I was so embarrassing about that. They were like, do you even know like about you culture? And I was like,
oh my gosh.
And I'm like, I do, but know about that.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
It's because here they teach proper Spanish. Like
no, they teach Spaniard Spanish. They teach colonized Spanish, which
is the proper No, yeah, because if you go to Mexico, they won't speak Spanish the way they teach it here. Because everyone has their like own slang, their own little words and everything. Do you know who Franco Escamilla is? You? Yeah. Yeah? He was talking about it.
Yeah, el comediante. ¿No?
Yeah. He went to Netherlands, I think, once, and he got lost. And then he to like the people who were coming up to him, like, Espanol? And they're like, no. And then there was finally one, like, and he started talking in Spanish. I forgot what he said, but he said like slang, todo eso. And then the guy was like, what? and then he's like, oh, es que, y luego he explained, es que se me olvida que a ellos les enseñan español bien. To them, they teach Spanish right. So I have to use my proper Spanish.
Well, it is their language.
Yeah.
It's not Mexico's language.
True.
Because we were colonized.
True. But
don't get me started.
There's like different ways, different Spanishes. Spanish is like, and then depending the country too.
Yeah.
Like I was watching a video before coming here. In Colombia,
El parce,
yeah. But al café con leche, I think. They call it perico. You know what perico is?
Yeah, the bird.
Oh, okay, but it's still something else.
Like the droga?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, in other places.
It's because I'm an innocent. I don't know about those things.
Because I'm hot. No, but in other countries, like in Puerto Rico, el perico is Coke.
Oh.
Yeah. So this artist was talking about how he went with another artist, and then his grandmother came out y le dijo, ¿Quieres perico? Oh. And I was like, la abuela me está ofreciendo perico. Like, pues sí. And then the abuela brings the coffee, you know? But yeah, what I'm trying to say
He said
is...
yeah. His disappointment.
But what I'm trying to say is even like Spanish itself has like different
Meanings,
variations.
yeah.
And I bet you've seen that here. Even with like other Mexicans, but born here, sometimes they won't understand.
Yeah, they don't even know what that means. Yeah.
We're just no Sabo kids.
We're no Sabo kids. I want to defend myself and say that I don't think I'm a no Sabo kid.
I don't think I'm a no Sabo
and
kid
I feel
either.
like I can understand, like, whenever we go to Mexico, I feel like I can understand everyone pretty well.
Yeah.
Except for like a word or two.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if with you, pero huercos. I don't know if they use that there, but
Los niños, ¿no?
Yeah.
Los huerquitos.
Yeah, I had never heard that until I moved to Texas on the border. Like, vente pa acá, mugroso huerco. I'm like, what's huerco?
Dude, that sounds so bad.
It does, but
Because it sounds like puerco.
Yeah.
What?
Cochino.
It's kind of like the Salvadorians. What do they call the
Cipote.
kids? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
I didn't
normally
know
use that word, like, but I know what that means.
Yeah.
But,
Do you think it's a different region than in Mexico that probably
The what?
uses it? You think it's a different region in
Huerco?
Mexico that uses? Yeah.
Yeah. I never heard it in Jalisco.
Yeah, me
GDL.
neither.
It wasn't until I moved to Texas on the border
Uh-huh.
in Tamaulipas.
Mm-hmm.
That's and a lot of the brothers came from Reynosa.
Ah.
And so they would use huerco a lot. I'm like, I'll add that to my vocabulary.
They learned something new.
When I call Addie, huerca.
Lo bueno que me dijiste. No, lo bueno que me dijiste because I would have been like, excuse me, Macha.
No le digas puerca.
I probably would have thought that's what you said.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we're running out of time. Is there anything you guys want to quickly talk about? Anything we missed?
I don't think so. I think besides like what we were saying, that sometimes we feel like we don't really belong in either place.
Yeah.
Because like when I go to Mexico, I feel like I'm too embarrassed to talk in Spanish because I feel like my Spanish isn't that good. But then when I'm here, I'm like, oh yeah, my Spanish is good. Like, but you go over there and it's like, like you don't really feel like you ever belong. And then we're here and it's like, we don't really feel like we belong here either because we're looked at and it's like, oh, you guys are like Hispanic.
Yeah.
You're not American.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I feel.
Mexican American. You're Hispanic. And then over there, it's like, oh, like somos America. Like,
Yeah,
Estados.
for
I
real.
can't say that word, by the way.
What?
American in Spanish?
Americanos.
No,
Estadounidenses.
Yeah, I can't say that. I'm not even gonna try. But I like that word. I like it because it's like in
It's
the US we think we're like
formal.
America, and it's like
yeah.
we're not American. Like the whole continent is America.
All of North America
All
and
of
South America.
and South America,
Yeah.
and we're the only ones that call ourselves Americans.
Yeah.
That's so annoying. Ugh. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel you. Same.
Mhm.
It's like I don't feel like gringa, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't feel American.
Mhm.
Like, and I don't even want to try it, like to be or
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
act or to speak, right? Because I don't really want it. But yeah, it's like there are friends that are like, oh my god, do you dye your hair because you want to look like them?
No.
Or something like that. And I'm like, no, I did because I like it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
me, it's something that I would
Yeah.
like to have. But yeah, sometimes like just don't say things that can hurt the other person,
Yeah.
right? But
Do you still feel like Mexico? I don't know. Like I feel like for you, it's like always gonna be in your identity. That's like, oh no, I'm Mexican.
yeah.
But for me, it's kind of hard to be like, I'm Mexican because I feel like I'm not Mexican enough, but I'm not American enough either.
Yeah.
And so that kind of,
It
It's
depends on the
hard.
situation.
what do you
Depending on the situation, you're either Mexican and then other times you're American.
mean? Yeah, which
Yeah.
I guess we can be chameleons and
Yeah.
there's some
bland.
skills.
Yeah, but
We're-
then
we have that double nationality.
dual citizenship.
Yeah.
Elliot has dual citizenships.
Yeah?
He wants me to get it too.
Oh wow.
And for the girls, which would be a good escape plan
Escape.
for when things go bad.
Also, I would like to talk about a little last thing about Cinco de Mayo, guys.
Oh, don't.
It's coming. It's coming.
How do you feel about that?
Actually, like some people think I was doing a project,
Mhm.
about this and how people here think that is like Mexican Independence Day, that it's no. So it's like, actually, like in Mexico, we don't celebrate that much, right? Like, do you know that? But yeah, it was so fun because when I moved to here, it was like so impressive. Like, I was like, oh my God, what's going on here, right? So it was like the first time that I was working at this restaurant. So it was so busy. It was like a lot of people coming in. So I was like, wait, what is going on? What Cinco de Mayo means, right? And then, yeah, I just find there was like a fight with Puebla and things like that.
It was a battle, yeah.
And then I just find that people think that it's like Cinco de Mayo, it's like Independence Day. But also the purpose of this, it's like for drink.
Oh, yeah.
Just, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They call like Cinco of Drinko or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So it's more like beer companies to try to sell the beers and make more money to the economy.
Capitalism.
I didn't know this.
I didn't know that either.
But
Because...
I didn't even know why Cinco de Mayo existed, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was always confused in
it's on
school.
5th of May.
Yeah, it's May 5th. So. But like in school, we would always have parties. Like, and especially in high school, they would do like a whole thing. Like, there's like, what is it called? I forgot what it was called, but it was like the Hispanics, like association or something like that. And they would like throw a party, like we would get taco trucks and stuff like that. So I was like, dude, this is cool, like whatever. But then for actual Mexican Independence Day, we would not do anything. And they would kind of blame it on like, oh, well, it's because it's in September and the school year just started. But I was like, sure. But yeah.
Just because
like,
you make money off of that.
Yeah. And then I think until high school that I started asking questions. I was like, wait, what even is Cinco de Mayo? Because I know Mexican Independence Day is in September. So I was like, wait, what is even Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah.
But I was going to say colonizers again, but I've said that way too much already on the podcast.
You're blaming everything on the colonizers now.
I mean, who else would we blame?
The people
Exactly.
who had
Let's
the
move
wrong
on.
thought. It wasn't the colonizers. If they had a good heart, if it was their bad heart that led them to this. If they had a good heart, maybe they wouldn't have treated us badly and all that. Maybe they would have given resources and just left, you know, if they had a good heart. So,
But they didn't.
Okay, but it's not exactly colonizer. It was their bad heart.
But that's what made them colonizers. That's why they're called. Dude, you're just trying to get me mad, huh?
Okay, fine. We'll leave it there. All right, you wanted to talk about names.
Yeah.
And what exactly about names? What does your name mean?
Okay. What? I don't know what my name means. It was a man from the Bible. It was a man's name. Yes.
It was?
You know, a lot of girl names are actually names of men.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I know Merari.
Mm-hmm.
They use it for like boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for guys, they accent the I. Merari.
Mm-hmm.
Or even Merari, the name itself.
Well, it depends on how like it's written.
Yeah.
In the Bible. I don't know how it
But anyways,
is.
I'm getting off track.
Oh,
Continue.
Okay. So this is just how growing up, I feel like I always made it easier for Americans. So I was just like, oh, they look at my name. It's Maresa. So it'd be like, oh, like Marissa. And I'd be like, yeah, sure. Marissa. Like, that's my name. Even though there's no I in it. So until I got out of high school and I started working, that I was like, you know what? No, they can say my name right. Like, there's a lot of difficult name, like American names. I was like, they can say Maresa. Like, it's not that hard. Like, it's fine. But I feel like sometimes we just try to make it easier on everybody else. But I was like, no more.
We gotta make them work.
Yeah, make them work.
Make them struggle.
Yeah.
I know. Same. When I was like, I have like a friend that her name is Amsi, but like same than mine, but like without the H. So we went to high school and we were like at the same class. So it was like everyone was calling me Amsi. So we're both like looking, right? So they said, okay, now that you have H, we're gonna call you Hamsi.
Oh my
And that you
gosh.
don't have, we're gonna call you Amsi, right? So when I moved here, it was like, I didn't notice that they was calling me Hamsi because the H, right? So I noticed that it was normally, but Yeah, it was a weird name too.
Yeah.
They always ask me like where they're from, and I'm like Mexico.
But it's
You
just
can
like,
see.
no, you can, the H is not pronounced in
It's
Spanish, and my name is Spanish, so you can say Amsi. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, when I found out your name, I thought it was Hamsi too.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, it's Hamsi. I'm like, oh, oops. But I corrected it.
Yeah. I thought you said
I-
you were not a Sabo kid.
No, because I've never seen it written like that. Like
Uh-huh.
I've seen Amsi, but
Uh-huh.
I'd never seen it with the H. So I'm like,
because my mom added.
Oh, she added it?
Okay, yeah, okay. My dad is Hiram, like with the H.
Uh-huh.
So me, it was like with the H. She was like, I want to have your name with H. So the name was like Hamsi. So she added. She added. And same with my sister. So her name is Hanian with the H. And my dog is Hopi with the H.
Oh my god.
So this is something like for a family thing,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I don't know,
Okay.
but-
Oh.
yeah.
Ezra, you probably never had, like, do people ever look at your name and are like confused?
Yeah, but it was mainly in like elementary and middle. I think
Mm.
once in high school, I don't know what happened, but people were able to pronounce it. Mainly
Because it's not a hard
Yeah,
name,
it's not
though.
hard.
It like looks weird,
Yeah,
but just sound it out.
yeah. I think they would say Urzi or
They would add like letters
yeah,
to
or
it.
take off or
They did
change
that
it
to my
around.
sister Zabdi.
Uh-huh.
They would add letters to it. Like they would look at it and be like Zabadi, Zabadai.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like,
The
Can you
letters are
read?
there. Yeah, yeah.
I know. I went to Chick-fil-A the other day.
oh,
Mare, mare.
what did they
Mare.
do? No, don't
No,
tell me because
no,
we
no,
make
no.
fun of the kids too. Okay, we print out the stickers and we have them displayed when they spell a name wrong. Go ahead.
So I went there and they were like, oh, what's the name for your order, right? So I say Hamsi. So you spell it without the H. So it was like A-M. And there was like a space and a C.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
When I look at it, I was like, okay, that works too.
Like that is how you pronounce
Yeah,
it. So.
yeah.
But I feel that because I'm saying with English. Like when I'm taking from the phone, I'm like, hi, what's your name? Or something like that. And they were like speaking so fast. And one time I was like, I didn't get the name. So I just type it hi. And the manager comes and he was like, who is hi? And I was like,
Don't worry about it. I know where.
I got you. I don't know who is hi, but I will figure it out.
Yeah.
And I was looking for the order for like 10 minutes. And
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, I think you're in the wrong location. And they were like, no, it's here. And I'm like, okay, I think I know which one it is. I know
Oh,
now.
Thai.
Oh,
But then they have names like Michaela or
Yeah.
like different names like that, and it's like
Marquisha.
and- But those the hard ones for me are that like MKs or MCK.
Like McKinney or something like that?
Yeah, like when it's
Yeah.
like Michaela, but you don't know if it's like MC. This girl would spell it MA.
Oh,
But then there's like Mc.
yeah. Yeah, I know what you're trying
Okay,
to say.
'cause-
Yeah, I feel you.
It's just hard. But I've seen like at work too that they'll spell like Jose with an H, and I'm just
Oh
like,
my
oh
gosh.
no, so embarrassing. And for those at our location, if we see like a name is spelled funny or spelled wrong, we take the sticker off, or
You
like
should
we'll
take mine.
it. Yeah, we take them off, but just so like we don't want the guests to see that
yeah.
and be like, what the heck? So if we would have seen that, we would have taken it off. But like, no, don't do that.
I know they normally come with a name, right?
Mhm.
So when it was like for that customer, I just got a Sharpie on it.
Yeah,
And I was just like, you're not gonna see this.
This is my mistake.
So like, there you go. You don't need the receipt, right? So I know.
Oh my gosh.
It's the struggle.
Wait, for you?
Mm.
No, like you never went by Mare at school?
No,
That was only.
that was only church and family. But
Oh.
actually, the funny thing is that when I started working, like when I started working, my sister-in-law worked there too, and she would call me Mare. And then so everybody else would hear that, and they wanted to call me Mare too. So they started calling me Mare. So at work, a lot of people still call me Mare,
But and
and
they say it right?
say it. They say, huh?
They say it right?
They say it right.
Oh.
Yeah. And then there's some people that like I don't mind. I think it's funny when they say Mare.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like I like that,
yeah.
so I don't mind that when they call me Mare. I think it's I don't know. I like it.
Mare's actually a word though, no?
Mare's a horse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's cute. I like it.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm a struggle with my name too. It's like some people call me like Nancy.
Nancy?
And I'm like,
I'm
okay.
telling you, they add
I
letters.
know. They make it harder for themselves.
Yeah. I'm like, you can sound it out.
Were you that type of kid at school that when there was a substitute and they were like reading the list and then they like struggle, you're like, oh, I'm next.
Yeah. But mine was never like they were struggling. They'd be like, Marissa? Like they would say that and I'll be like, yep, that is my name.
No, for me,
That is me.
For me, they'd be reading and they'd be like,
You're like, here.
I'm here. Don't even try. I'm here.
And then your last name. Was it hard too?
Yeah. Some say Gallardo, Guajardo.
But I'm telling you, it's not hard.
It's not.
It's just that they look at it and they don't want to put in the effort.
Yeah. They just like skim over and they're like, whatever comes out. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
I know, same. Like I'm always with my last name. It's like the first because it starts with the A. So there is struggle with that, and I'm like, the first one, just like always the first one. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, I normally know that, but it's like, okay, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, but I like when people try. Like I like when ponen el esfuerzo and they're like, no, like how do you say it?
Yeah.
So they do that a lot at work too. They'll be like, oh, how do you want me to say your name? And I'm like, I honestly don't care. You can say Marissa, Marissa,
And they say another one, right?
and
they
then,
create a new one.
Vanessa. Okay, this is what I was saying. That like the name Vanessa is so close to Marissa. So I was like, how can you say Vanessa but you can't say Marissa?
That's true, huh?
Exactly.
You should when you introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Vanessa with the M.
The V is silent.
The V is silent.
The V sounds like
The V is pronounced Marisa.
Marissa.
That's true. I never thought of that.
Yeah. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, you know.
I was gonna say to have the listeners put like what have
been
people
called?
we'll have people call them instead of their names, because I know we all got some unique names.
Yep.
So drop them.
Drop them. Comment what you've been called.
Yeah.
And we'll guess your actual name.
if you have a username that doesn't say your name.
Oh yeah, true.
It's just 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mine does. I'm not creative enough for that.
I just give the one that Google generates.
You go on Google Generator?
No. You know,
like the suggested?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. All right. Been a good talk.
Yeah. Good job, Esri. You did good without ACO.
Yeah.
We're proud of you.
Don't remind me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we're on break, right? I can't cry now. I don't miss him.
When this comes out, he still won't be back, huh?
No.
Oh. Do you want to send him a message?
No.
I can see it in your eyes. Si quiere.
No, I don't miss him. We're on the break. You know? We're exploring our
That's
options.
not what he said before we started recording.
Yeah.
He was saying how much he misses you.
We're
Cuánto le hace
exploring
falta.
our options. We're extending our how would you call it? I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna stop talking.
Just leave it there.
Yeah.
Until.
Yeah. Right there. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Amsi, for coming on. And it's been a good talk.
It was.
Maybe we'll get you on another time.
I'm down.
All right. Mare, pues tú.
Pues yo cuando quiera. Yo cuando quiera aquí nomás te vengo a tocar.
No, but thank you for coming on too.
Yes, thanks for inviting me.
On such short notice.
Always.
And thank you guys for tuning in. And make sure to get your shirts.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
Before I buy them all.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the life is like a box.
Oh my god!
No hice falta.
I thought I was gonna get saved.
No.
I'm like, not
That
this
was
time.
nice. We miss you. We miss you. So come back.
No, I don't miss
baby,
you.
come
No, I
back.
don't miss you. Bye.
Bye.
Sure happiness.